Jacob. This is a safe space. You are welcome here, by the way. Dakota wants to know how we're doing. We're doing great. We live in Southern California, so we did not suffer too much from any of the winter storm that everybody's was kind of like going through. But we do have a lot of family. We have very close family friends in Boston and New Hampshire, and also in Tennessee. My sister-in-law lives in Tennessee, and she did great. They got through it. That's good. How is it over? How is it over there where we are? The weather is beautiful today. We get this weird thing. We get this really pretty sunlight. The skies is blue during the day. The weather's really nice. It can be considered hoodie weather, but it's not overwhelming. And then all of a sudden, a cloud cover comes rolling through at about 4 o'clock. And then you're like, what happened to the sun? Where'd the sun go? So I always want to go there. If you ever want to come out to California, you should visit California. It's a very pretty state. Visit the landmarks. Visit Yosemite, visit the redwoods, visit the beach, the ocean, visit Carmel, Big Bear. And on your way, visit the Grand Canyon if you can in Arizona. So, Cindy, are you ready? Are you monetized? Check your monetization factor on your studio. She's muted. You're muted.
My dogs were barking. I'm waiting for it to open up.
Trina Jones thinks he's as being funny. Hi, Trina. What are you up to these days? Stop being so grossly funny, okay? Tommy Brock, this is a good stream. It's nice seeing older folks get involved with streaming, and you can't stop doing what you need to do. No problem. I appreciate you being here, and Tommy. And why don't you take a little bit of a break?
Another break. A lot of people got breaks today. Pretty soon it's going to be a big hour lunch.
It says, joking, today's not my 100th. That's okay. F you guys. You guys are so okay. A lot of people are I think you guys are a little bit angry. Anger issues. Aquil says, in just pisses, and he's pissed. I'm always want to go there. Okay, Aquil. Wow. I think they're bored. Are you bored? Is that what's going on? You bored? Okay. Anyway, let's just keep going.
Yes, I think so. Do you know what else you can do the chest rub?
What?
So when we lived at home, I'm gonna have a few things I'm gonna talk to you about. So when we lived at home, I used to get a cold. My mom, the Vicks. She would get some hot tea and put some honey and lemon and maybe for us a teaspoon, a shot of whiskey, but knock us out. But maybe they don't do that anymore. I still give myself a shot of whiskey, but to go. But anyways, I would take a bath.
Yeah.
And I hated when every time we would get sick, we would get that cough that never goes away. And one day I went and took a shower, and I remember there was steam in the shower. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put this on my chest because it's hot. I just took a shower. Yeah. I put it on my back, put it on my feet, put some socks on. My cough would be gone like in a day or two. And I always tell that to Megan. I used to tell that to Greg. Do this. Believe me, it works. It just because the heat seals it. Yeah, like it goes in your pores. And and I talked to my doctor once about that. And
come on.
He said, if it works, do it. Doctors are not like, oh, I don't know we should be doing that. I have my doctors, like I take collagen powder. Does he probably believe it? Probably not. But you know what he says? If you feel better, then do it. I mean, he's not like, because it's something that's not going to hurt me.
It's a topical ointment, and anybody can use it. This is a clam slapping club. Okay, bro. Thank you. Have a great one. Love
Also,
you.
it's good when you're blowing your nose a lot and you get that red. That's good for that. Cuticles. If you cut your cuticles, they get a little infected. They're good to be used around the cuticles.
Yes.
And then I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to say it. When I was pregnant,
Uh-huh.
it get you do. Some people get hemorrhoids when they're pregnant.
Uh-huh.
I bought one specifically for that issue, and it was like
It worked for you.
I had one. I said, "Do not use," because it was for that. But it was just, you know what it was? The cooling sensation did the opposite. It shrunk the issue. So the doctor tells me, well, go and they tell you to go get some. I go, I don't want to do that. I heard as it is. I don't need to add that to go with it. And he says, well, you're uncomfortable. I go, yeah, but I've been putting, I said, I go, I got one of these and I put do not use. He goes, did it work? I go, oh, he goes, well, because it shrunk it up. It inflamed it. You know what I mean? It was like, it went like the opposite. Instead of heat, it cooled it. And I was like, so happy. I was like, oh God.
Well, what's the brand that you have? Where did you get your Vapo Rub from?
The Dollar Tree
Okay.
chest rub, I think it was $1.25. No, I lied. I did buy one from Dollar. This is from my Wealth Care that when you order them, they send them to you.
When
I
you turn
apologize for that.
65 and you get okay. You can now people don't know this. When you turn 65, you get this thing called what do they call it? Wealth care?
It's called Well Care. Yeah.
Well care. And they put in your
I'm allowed
account.
140. I get 140 every 3 months.
And you can
It's
buy
for things that you need. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff. Half of the stuff I don't need. Go ahead.
they have a lot of ointments like for pain management, arthritis.
Yes.
You can get that.
Yes.
And then also if you, let's say if you're older and you're having an incontinence problem,
A bunch of them.
you can get pads for
Cases.
your bed. You can get pads to wear at night. I know we're talking about a lot of stuff, but this is reality here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy aspirin. You can
Yes.
it's only $140 every 3 months.
I have a question. Do I go on content? Yeah, go on content. Okay. And go to live. Okay, I'm still listening. Go ahead, Lisa.
Okay.
Here I am right here.
And I'm not 65 yet, and I just turned 60. So I don't qualify for anything at this moment. Lance, by the way, just got he's 60, he'll be 62.
Okay.
He'll be 62 in March.
So what do you get for 62?
He's about ready.
But what do you get for 62?
He can collect Social Security at early age. But
he's not allowed, you're only allowed so much a year.
He's not going to get a lot because when he got out of, when is the last time, for all you guys out there, my husband spent 27 years away in California State Penitentiary. And if you're not working and you're away, you don't get to collect. When you qualify for Social Security, it's not going to be a lot.
Right.
So right now, his qualification is very low. We talked about it. Yes, he qualifies to collect Social Security at 62, but it's going to be low. So we said, yeah, you're probably going to have to wait until you're 67.
Oh.
67. Yeah.
Well, they keep pushing it back.
I heard.
They keep pushing it back. I wanted to say this too, and I've never noticed this before. It says right on here, cough suppressant.
Oh, that's good.
And I've never seen that. Now, this is not the Vicks brand. This is compared to active nighttime. No, ingredients. I apologize. Vicks Vapor Rub.
I love it. I put it on my feet when I got really
And
sick.
it's all sealed.
I got that damn cold and I got really
Mm-hmm.
sick and mom's sick. So I was like, I buy mine at Costco. At
Mm-hmm.
Costco, you get two of these and you get a little one.
Oh, okay.
So, and my mom, she's 92. My mom grew up in that era where it's all about the lotions and the potions.
Yes.
And she has stuff sitting everywhere. And finally, I just said, "Hey, do you have your Vicks Vapor Rub?" She was like, "It's somewhere here. I can't find it." So I went and I got that little travel thing.
Now she used to be all into in Vicks. Now she's also 92. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
I gave it to her. I told her to put it on. Do you put it on? Oh, yes, I put it on. I opened it up. She put it on her feet, but she didn't put it on her chest. So I put it
Right.
on her chest. I put it on her forehead. She was laughing because she was like, Adeline S'more is here. Hello. Hey Lisa. How you doing? I'm good, Adeline. Thank you for coming by. Cindy's here as well. And I just started rubbing it on her forehead. I rubbed it on her chest, her ears, and she started laughing. She goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "You're so rough." I go, "Well, that's how you used to do it with us."
Yeah, and don't have her wash your hair because you got nails in your hair
And just
on
get,
your scalp. So I had a weird dream last night. I've been having dreams, not of Greg, just dreams.
oh, Cindy's a widower, by the way. Her husband
Yes,
passed
I am a
away
widow. Yeah, we need to
in
start
June.
introducing ourselves so we know who we are. So, anyways, well, you probably already did. I'm Cindy, and I have a channel named Cindy Lifestyle and More. And my channel is about beauty, skincare, and lifestyle. And my husband passed away in June. And I'm learning each day with grief. I'm learning that grief doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you have your ups and downs. You
Mm-hmm.
have days where things trigger you and you just can't justify what's happened. And then you have days you grieve, but you can still go to work or you can still go to the
Right.
store. And then I have right now, I finally broke the ice to go to Albertsons. I broke the ice to go to a restaurant because, I couldn't walk in there because it's where Greg and I went. So slowly. And it's just the doctor told me it's going to be in pace. You just have to pace yourself. Um, and it's hard, it really is hard. And they just explained to me they do not want for me or probably anybody to go in that dark spot, you know what I mean? Because it's probably really easy. Now I felt like I was, um, but it's like you're climbing out, but I'm learning little by little.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not going to understand it till something happens to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that's basically what it is. It's because everyone learns something, and they lose an animal or a sibling or a parent or, a husband and wife. It's all, I feel like it's all been different for me, the grandparents, Ray, my dogs. This was like the hardest for me right now,
Uh-huh.
because I still have Megan. I've never lost a child. You know what I mean? So I have no idea and I don't want to know. So, I've already learned that from just this alone. It's like, oh, no, no. So, yeah, you learn, you start learning that you, excuse me, you have to go sweep up the yard. You got to learn to, oh, the refrigerator doesn't work. I need to call it's like all of a
How am I
sudden.
going to handle that?
Yeah, because I didn't make the phone calls. I didn't make those phone calls anymore. Greg did. He was the man of the house. I mean, it wasn't like he took care of everything. It's just that he felt good that he called, the maintenance person or, called something. Now it's me. I took care of the household and,
Right, right.
we sat together with the bills and stuff, but he's the one that called, when like a man would do, your husband. And he felt good about that.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you
yeah.
miss him.
Oh, terribly. Yes.
Okay.
And
Odin.
when I call you up, like, what's wrong, Cindy? I just like, and little things will trigger me. Little things, it's hard. It's hard, but I don't want, this is the only thing I don't want to do is put everybody else out there. They know what's wrong with me,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want to be the downer, like, oh, okay, now it's like, no, because that person may have a good life right now. They met somebody, they're living their dream. I don't want to bring them down.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to people that are widows or widowers, have lost someone dear to them. Doesn't matter if it's a boyfriend and girlfriend. There's people out there that are going through some things too,
Yeah.
you know, in all
Odin
different
feels
ways.
bad because he started trolling us. He said, "Tell me why I messed up on my old lady. Pay no attention to me. It was your secret why you all the way you are." And he went, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, my bad, I'm out." Because you started talking about how you're a widow. So these
Yeah.
trollers
Well,
can have some sensitivity.
yeah, I'm not gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to get mad. It's just you I have friends in the past that became widows or widowers, but I had no idea the effect of it. And
Yes.
now I understand that. So when someone says, I understand, okay? But my understanding, the way I handle it's going to be different than somebody else. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
do I get it? Yes. And almost everyone that told me was going to happen
Yes.
has happened. That's what I'm saying. They all say that to me. Every single one of them say, you're going to handle it in different ways, but this is what's going to happen. And they're right. I mean, every single one of them has been right.
Yeah.
I watch things on TV. They say the same thing. You know what I mean? The other YouTubers. So it's it is. It's just some people can move on quicker than others. I'm not ready for that right now. I want to hold on to my last name. I want to hold on to what I had. I'm
Hmm.
still wearing my wedding band, so.
There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't let the wedding band, like I would hold on to that too. I lost my
Oh,
wedding.
yeah. Yeah. It means a lot to me.
Unfortunately.
Now, some people tell me, oh, you can put it on your thumb. Well, I'm not ready right now to do that. But, they talk to you, and some people have actually taken their wedding bands and put it on their thumb, or take their husband's wedding band or wife and then but I'm not ready right now to that. I have Greg's jewelry in my jewelry box, and I'll decide which route I'll go. And if I may not, I may just put it around my neck. Right
If it
now I'm
was
okay.
me and I had
Huh?
my wedding band and something happened to Lance, I would still wear it like as though I was married. Because that's my
Right, but I'm
wedding
talking
band.
about his wedding band, like, his. Some people put it on their thumb, on their right thumb.
Heavy Chevy says that he's been a widower for 35 years and never remarried.
There you go.
I would never, I don't think well at my age, if I become a widow, I would not, and I wouldn't even think about dating. It's just not even worth it.
I
You know?
It's not even on my mind. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm cheating. I mean,
I,
the
I
dogs.
would feel the same way too. Technically speaking, it's because you've been with that same person for such a long time. You're not don't really want to put up with other people, getting to know them. Nobody can really replace a 35-year relationship. And then Heavy Chevy says he's 64 now. Okay.
They're barking. They're barking. But now I Megan told me that there was a customer that she had that lost her husband,
Mm-hmm.
and like about a year ago. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now Megan says she came up. Now I didn't wear any makeup. I just stood there for like months. Just I was like, I wasn't worrying about my hair. Um, but Megan was telling me, Megan's my daughter, which is Lisa's niece. She goes, Mom, she goes, there's a customer that lost her husband. Okay. And she says, she came in 2 weeks later and she was all made up. I go, well, Megan, that was her. That's not me, right? I can't do that right now.
Yes.
And she couldn't understand why. when she's seen other people come in. And I was like, because I'm different. I'm handling this way. And she's like, oh, okay.
I agree. I mean, yeah, you have all your own ways of,
Yeah.
of doing it. So
But I'm slowly getting back. I'm doing videos and keeping me busy. I call this my safe spot. This is my, I have my bed over there. It's the weirdest thing. And then I'll come here and it's like a whole dimension. It's like a whole, and I think I told you this before. So I come here and I feel safe.
yes.
Okay. And then when I'm doing a live with you, I feel good because Greg and I used to do live. But I know what this is, and I'm being really honest, but once I leave here,
Mm-hmm.
then I have to face everything again, if that makes sense. So this is a second home. This is my vacation here. This is my place where I'm talking about other things.
Yeah.
And if I do talk about it, it's not as over there.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's the truth. I can't explain it. So
Heavy Chevy says that they were married 6 years, 2 kids, and that Heavy Chevy raised the kids, and that was 30. That was a long time ago. She's the Heavy Chevy. I think it's a he. They let me know if
okay.
I'm correct. That 64 now. So it's been quite a while.
Yeah. Well, look at mom. Mom lost dad I'm drinking hot tea. Mom lost dad in 99. And I think mom was at that time maybe 67, 68. She never remarried.
1934 she was born. 1999. 65.
Okay.
She was 65. And she waited till 70 to collect her Social Security.
Well, mom thought like the old days, go to work, go to work, go to work. But I think now that I think about it, it made her not think about that. It kept her busy. That's what it was. It kept her for the next day. Kept her for the next day.
She's always like, if I take time off, aren't they going to get mad? No, Mom, they're not going to get mad. They're not going to get mad if I'm off work. It's okay. Are you sure? Like, no, people don't get mad, It doesn't
Isn't that
work.
weird though? Dad was born in 1930.
Yeah.
She was born in 1934. 4 years apart. Greg and I were 3 years apart. And when dad passed away, dad was 69. Greg was 68. And I'll be 67 this year. No, 66. So I'm 65 right now. Same age. Same age.
Yeah, but yours was sudden. Like mom's, she like had dad, dad had leukemia, so she saw
She knew that it was gonna come. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did give him 10 years. They said about a 10-year, how he takes care of himself.
Uh-huh.
He could have 10 years or maybe a little longer. So he probably could have had another 5 years. We don't know. We don't know.
Well, unfortunately, he was gone when it really kicked in like 3 months later. So they told him
it just like he was gone like
it wiped him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It was not good. So I was watching so I was dreaming.
Okay.
So I was dreaming that I went down the street to go play with my friends, like in my dream. I can smell the grass, I can smell everything. And it was the ones that mom used to take care of the kids.
Don't remember any of that.
Okay. I'm trying not to mention names, so
nobody's gonna know who they are.
Well, I'll mention other names. So remember Teresa, Christina, the family that mom used to take care of? She used to babysit them? No. Okay, that's okay.
Was it on our side of the street or was it the other side of the street?
No, it was our side of the street. Mom took care of 4 kids, remember?
Oh, I know who you're talking. You're talking about the kids who went to Monte Vista High School.
Yes.
Teresa, Christina.
Okay, I'll let you mention.
Nobody
and
knows
their mom went through a divorce. And I remember in my dream that I just dreamt the other day, you know, the nowadays when you trim the side of the grass, it goes like, "Yeah," right?
The edger.
She had the edger one, the one that you had to do by hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I dreamt that, seeing her doing all this, because it was either once a month or every other weekend on a Saturday. Her and her kids would go out and do the yard, pull the weeds and this and that. And I was outside sweeping and I had a dream of them. And that came in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, it reminded me of her, how she used to go out there and became the husband, told the kids, you need to help me. And she still had that house, you know what I'm saying?
She
And I'm
ended
just
up
like,
getting married again, right?
that was before she remarried.
Yeah. I don't remember any of that.
Okay.
I don't remember any of that. But then she married some guy and was named Dean or something.
Yeah.
But I thought that I didn't know that was her second husband. I thought they had been married. I thought that was
Yeah. Well,
all.
you were young. I mean, you were probably what, 4? How are you going to remember something like that?
I don't remember any of that.
You're
The
like, how am I
lady's
going to
name was
remember that?
Rosemary. She's probably dead now. I don't mean to be that cold, but
I,
come on. Come on. I mean,
I know what you're saying. If not 90s.
she's probably in her 90s. Yeah. Praise I hope she's still around. Okay. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm famous now. Yeah. Nobody's going to
you,
remember
you know
her.
you don't
Nobody
think
knows.
about that, and it's like you start listening to things, like when mom said, such and such passed away. I go, Mom, that's what's happening to me now. I'm hearing someone's in the hospital, someone's really sick, I'm just like, oh my God.
It's happening to me too. This is the age where you start getting messages, phone calls. It happened for me at age 50, 55.
Yeah,
No,
you started
50
young.
something when Liz called me and Liz told me that she was ill and we hadn't spoken to each other in like 10 years. And Landmark told me one of the assignments on Landmark was to reach out to somebody you hadn't spoken to in a long time. So one of the persons that I reached out to on that weekend, I left her, she never picked up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I left her a message and I said, hey, it's been a long time. We grew up together. I just want to let you know that, just want to check, I'm checking in to see how you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And hung up the phone. I mean, I fulfilled the assignment, right? So 2 years go by and the phone rings, my phone rings, and it's Liz on the other line. And I answer the phone. And I go, "Hey, how you doing?" And she goes, "Well, I know you called me like 2 years ago and I didn't take the call." I go, "That's fine.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting you to pick up the phone anyway." Anyway, so started talking to me. And that's when she told me she goes, "Are you sitting down?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, well, unfortunately, I have breast cancer and it's been with me now I've been diagnosed. I'm actually going through the treatments and it's been really debilitating. It was in a very aggressive form.
Mm-hmm.
She said it wasn't to be, it just happened like overnight. All of a sudden she's like, it was just there.
But
So anyway,
she had that when she called you. That's what I'm understanding. That
she had it
it
when
was
she called
there.
me.
It's either dormant or it's starting.
But she said that the treatment was really bad. Dark Horse 5390, hello. Rotund Sea Stone before is commenting about babysitting kids back in the day. You're right, Rotund, correct. Anyway, so yeah, she told me that situation. And you know what? I felt really bad for both
Uh-huh.
of us because you need to stay connected with your friends and with your family all the
Yeah.
time. You should at
Yeah.
least just do a check-in if you're not. I have a couple of friends of mine, and maybe it's me. I don't know. I have a way about me that I can't explain. Um, Miss Doucheby, hello,
Yes.
welcome.
Hi, welcome. Nice
I
to
have a
meet you
way
here.
about
Happy
me
you're
that
here.
can be a little bit off-putting, because I'm a little bit blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I kind of get a little upset when if people were to just call me and stay in touch with me and then tell me, not people not call me, not stay in touch with me. And when you do hear from them, unfortunately, it's, well, I have this happening in my life.
Mhm.
I
Because they're at a spot where something's happened to them. And you know, when they thought that I had breast cancer,
Mhm.
it's like your whole life starts going right in front of you. It
Yes.
was weird. It was like everything just went like, and you know, even today I went for my mammogram,
Mhm.
and there's that one spot that they're, you know, keeping an eye on. And they make you, soon as I feel like as soon as you had a biopsy done, you've already had your ultrasound done over a year ago. This happened in 2024. It's like they do more tests on you than a normal test.
Okay.
So she, you know, they do your things and everything, and then they tell you to go sit down outside. And I'm, you know, I never can leave now. Now it's not like can go and leave. You know, I remember the time when I would go for my mammogram, you know,
Mhm.
walk in, hi, oh, how you doing? Okay, and go in the back, put my purse in, get change, go in there, and then okay, you're fine, bye. And then the day when I went in, that day stopped.
Mhm.
Okay, and I don't know, I don't know why I'm talking, but I just, this is an honest truth. I mean, it stopped for me. All of a sudden, you get that phone call, and they say, well, you know, we would like you to come back. They see something, you would have to go. All of a sudden, it just like the red light comes on. Like
Mhm.
it's like it's weird. I couldn't explain it.
Yeah.
So then I go for the ultrasound, and you know, they're saying there's something there, but they couldn't find it because it kept moving or whatever it was doing. So of course, you know, they had to do the biopsy. And the strangest thing, they keep that door where they do the biopsy is closed. It's never opened. So you can see the bed where they do the ultrasound because you walk
Mhm.
by it and then you go to the room. But the room where they did the biopsy, I never noticed it was there. Even today, it's closed. You
Mhm.
know, so now I know where that room is at. It's like, okay, I know that's the room. So then, anyway, so I went in today and I had my mammogram, and I can't just go outside and go, okay, go get dressed now. You're done. No, you got to sit down, and then they got to take it over there. They got to make sure they got all the angles right. And then I had to do it again. And then I was over there for almost 2 hours, you know, because it's, and then finally they said, okay, well, you seem fine, but we're going to send it to your surgeon, you know, the other doctor who does, that's what they, and it's just, now it's, I know that I'm not just going in and walking out. Now it's going to be,
And the same is for your colonoscopy. Now that you're older.
well, okay, so I had that done. And I have to go back every 3 years because they found two polyps, and one was a bleeder and one wasn't. And I,
Well, the bleeder is the reason why you have to go back.
that's what I'm saying, you know. So I go, and he says, well, so when I went to go for my visit of the results, he says, I really want to tell you that I'm really happy that that came back okay. I was like, he didn't tell me, he did not scare me. He didn't say, you know, he says, you're fine. They woke me up, everything, but he did not put any pressure on me when I left because you're going to come back. I'll see you this day. We're going to talk about your results.
Mhm.
But he knew, you know, he came up and hold my hand. He goes, we found two, like they found three, but they found three. Two of them, they were more concerned, but they were kind of concerned. One, he goes, but I think you're going to be okay. But one's a little bleeding. But he didn't put no, like, until he knew. He wasn't going to start, you know, well, you need to go and, you know, you know. And then when I went to go see him, he says, I'm happy it didn't come back like that, but you have to come back every 3 years. I was like, shoot.
Mine came out fine. I'm okay. What's the stream about? So Wonders gave us a offhanded compliment. I'm saying thanks. And then what's the stream about? Aging. The stream
Yeah.
is about aging. I just turned 66, Cindy 65. And I
Mhm.
honestly feel like I'm literally living in my 40s.
Mhm.
I feel like I am in my 40s. My mindset is still in the 40s. My attitude, the only thing is not in my 40s is my funga.
What was that? What was that? What's the funga
my
funga?
my thing. My dunk.
I don't know what you're talking about, but are you talking about that I'm thinking you're talking?
My hoochie coochie, bada poochie.
That's still doing great. I'm like, okay. Hi, the day of my life. The day is so my life. Let me see. Let me put my glasses on. I'm sorry.
My
The
dunk,
day so my life is here. Hello. Happy you're here.
or as my ex-husband used to call it,
I was like, what the world were you talking
your
about?
hula. Something happens to you. Okay, so
Hello.
I went through menopause and I opted to not do the hormonal treatment. I didn't do it. I don't know if you didn't do it, but I chose not to. And my
No, I don't
husband,
do any hormonal treatment.
yeah, my husband was perfectly fine with it. He was like, don't do it. I don't want you to do it. I want you to do this naturally. But, there's a little drawback. And, we can save this conversation for another day. But
Yes.
what happens oftentimes is and I'm just going to be brutally honest, when a woman goes through menopause and the hot flashes and the hormones, the whole thing, you lose your desire. You really do. It's hard. And because it's all hormonal. And, you know, I'm finally coming out of well, you're always in it, but we're talking about that point where you got the hot flashes, you got all the changes
You got a
happening.
lot going on right now.
So much going on. And so I'm finally coming out of it. And plus, I stopped drinking alcohol, which is a good thing for
How
women.
long has it been now that you haven't had
It's gonna
anything
be
to
a
drink?
month. It's
A
going to
month of nothing, not a sip,
be.
nothing.
And even on New Year's Eve, I had half a glass of wine.
Okay, well,
I
that
didn't
was
even
before it
it's not
happened.
like I
Yeah.
was like chugging a whole bottle. No, on New
So,
Year's Eve, I had half a glass.
so you want to drink in moderations.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I just,
Okay, so
that.
when I was when I was single and I lived at home, I never had a bottle of wine in my house. I never had any beers. I didn't have anything. The only
Yeah,
time I would have something to drink is when I went out. It was like when I went out. It was like, okay, I'm going to have dinner. I'm gonna have a glass of wine, or we're gonna go dancing. I would have a margarita. But I didn't have anything in the house. Nothing. Not a thing. And then all of a sudden you start having friends coming over and
Mm-hmm.
they bring a beer, so all of a sudden you always want to make sure if somebody comes over, you have a bottle of wine or you have a beer. But then all of a sudden you're drinking it.
Yeah.
You're drink-
Yeah.
because I always felt bad when people showed up, you have nothing to offer them other than coffee, your
Yeah.
coffee, water, Coke. But and I was like, oh, I don't have any wine or anything. So I always try to keep it there. And of course, nobody shows up when you have it there.
So you might as well drink it.
Yeah, because you don't want it to go to no, to no use. And it's just like now that I'm a widow, no one's really coming over. You know what I'm saying? And if someone comes over and they want something, we can always go get one. I mean, we can always go talk and have like have a cup of coffee or something, whatever, or have
Plus,
a
you
glass
live
of wine and
around a
chit
bunch
chat
of
somewhere else.
wineries anyway.
Yeah, but they're all over. But I really thought about that one time, that it's amazing how when you start socializing with people that do drink,
Yes.
oh, they're going to be over. So I always have to have a bottle of wine just in case. And then on the day you do, nobody shows up. And the day you don't, somebody shows up. You know what I mean? It's like,
I think one of the reasons why I did it, and I know this sounds really odd, you guys get ready for it. I work at a local Target, and
okay,
it is nearby a lot of senior living centers.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to tell you this. A lot of the seniors that come in, you can tell they've been drinking for a long time. It changes how you look. Everything. Their
So
mood, the way they look. You can tell men are kind of beat down. You can tell they drink a lot. You know what I mean?
you mean as skin color, broken blood vessels, like little things, or
All the
how
little
they're
things. Yeah. And I knew there's a good chance that I may be down that road. And I didn't want to go down there. It does a whole lot. Alcohol does havoc on your body. And as
Mhm.
you get older, you become more frail and you become more, uh, um, you're going to take on more different types of ailments and you lose muscle mass.
Mhm.
And I was like looking at people like, wow, it's either they're just really, 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 really aged or they're really done havoc on their body. And a lot of
Right.
people in that generation, the silent generation, the older boomers, a lot of them drink a lot.
Mhm.
Um,
But you know
so
what I noticed, that when I didn't drink at home, I drank coffee, water, or stuff like that. This is before even seltzer water and stuff like that. When I would have a drink, it tastes good because somebody made it. It was done right. That glass of wine tasted really good. But I feel like when you're doing it more, it doesn't taste like it used to be. It doesn't
yeah,
have that, like, wow, this is really nice. You don't, the enjoyment of it kind
you
of
don't
goes
enjoy it
away.
the same way when if you drink it all the time. I was telling Lance that too. It's like, I would have a glass of wine and it was nice.
Hmm.
But by the time you got finished like that second glass,
Flat. It
it was
starts becoming more flat.
it
Yeah.
wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. Even if you got to the third glass, you're like, this is not the same experience.
Right.
Even when eating, it's not the same experience if you have another glass. It's just not the
Hmm.
same. So I just wanted to say that. I know I
No, that's
shouldn't be that
good.
candid, but why not?
Well, like they say, moderations. Everything in moderations. Do everything in moderations. And they say it over. And people that exercise, the doctors, everybody says that. Moderations.
And your liver is just as old as you are. So your liver
Yeah.
has to process all that alcohol and your liver has been processed. Now, I drank for 25 years. I had my first bottle of wine in 25 years ago.
Okay. So 25 years ago, you drank every day since then.
No, 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 I did not drink every day.
I made it sound worse.
No, I was not an everyday
Let's
drink.
take
But
let's take 25 years ago times seven.
but somebody who drinks and somebody who doesn't drink, I was a person who drinks. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who don't drink alcohol at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then there's people who drink alcohol. So I was a person who drank alcohol.
But not
I
every
wasn't
day.
a drinker. Wow. Thank you,
But
Joe.
it sounded like it 25 years ago, 365 days.
Somebody gave me a bottle of wine 25 years ago, and it was a Villa Maria Sauvignon Blanc.
You still remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember the whole thing. I remember when he gave it to me.
Well,
I remember
were
where
you
it
at
was. He was
home or you
dropping
at a
him off at
party
the
or
airport.
what?
No, dropping off him at the airport. He was taking off, and he got out, took something out of his bag. He said,
Okay.
I wanted to wait till I left to tell you this. He opened it up and gave me a bottle of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, handed
Oh,
it to me, and said, "This is for you. Thank you for being so hospitable. I appreciate you. Drink this chilled." I went, "Oh, thank you." I didn't think anything of it. It had a screw top on it. So I was like, okay. So I took it home. I put it in the refrigerator, like he said, and it sat there
right.
for a while. And then finally, one day, it was a summer night. I was living in Huntington Beach in my beautiful home that I loved.
Hmm.
And I opened up the bottle and I put it in the glass and I drank it and it changed my life forever. I was like, oh, this is so good. It was
You're
Sauvignon Blanc. It reminded me everything I knew of New Zealand. It was beautiful bottle
wow.
of wine, Villa Maria. So I drank it, and then lo and behold, I was on the pursuit for the next Villa Maria Sauvignon Blanc and
Okay.
any other Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc I had after that. And I got, I really loved it. Now,
Right.
I got to the point where I started using wine as a vice. So if I got stressed out or was finishing the end of the week, a bottle of wine with Sauvignon Blanc on a nice summer night was a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl drank, he drank too. So I always had
Mm-hmm.
somebody there. But
Right.
now, fast forward years later, I get divorced and, I still enjoy the Sauvignon Blanc, but then I meet
Right.
Lance. Lance doesn't drink alcohol, doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs. I don't do drugs either, but he doesn't drink. And it just kind of left an empty place for me.
Okay.
And I decided, that and getting older, I
Mm-hmm.
started experiencing little things like health, not a health scare, but noticing things with mom and the rest of my family and how they all have, they, grand uncle passed away of Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Mom shows ocular degeneration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This and that and that and this and the arthritis and this and all kinds of mom with arthritis, you with arthritis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and then dad had his blood ailment. So I was like, you know what? This is it. It's time. 60
Okay.
years old, I'm going to make a hard decision. And I chose abstinence just to see and feel what my body's going to feel like
Right.
drinking alcohol. And the simple act of not drinking alcohol changed a lot of things. I sleep better. Um, I don't have, where you smell the bile in your stools. I know I'm being graphic, but when you drink alcohol and you get older, your body has to spend more energy to cleanse out your liver has to spend a lot more energy to filter
Mm-hmm.
out the toxin, so you get a lot more bile in your stools. So when you go
Mm-hmm.
to the bathroom, you smell the bile. That's what that is. It's the bile from the liver. So I got tired of that crap. And so also it damages or causes long-term damage to your optic nerve. So I was like, that's it. I'm done. I mean, my body's not, it's going to show up somehow. So I decided that I was going to and cut
And
this.
that started January 1st.
I started January 1st. I mean, literally, I had a half a glass of wine I didn't want to make a big deal out of it
Right.
because this is something you're supposed to do anyway. So I didn't want to make a big deal, make a big announcement. So didn't even tell Lance, didn't even tell him until much later. Like he noticed, hey, you're not drinking.
You're not asking him to
That's
go to the
like,
store and go pick you something up.
it was odd because we went out and I was ordering a non-alcoholic drink. That never happens.
Right.
It never happens. And that's when he knew. Okay. And so I have a support, obviously,
Yeah.
but that's when he told me, maybe you should go public with this. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, well, I didn't really want to, but if you say so.
Good.
So
And
I
you
did.
feel better, right?
Yeah, I sleep better. Um, I did have moments where my central nervous system, I could feel it kicking back in, and
Uh-huh.
I felt better. I could
Okay.
see that happening, but things are healing. And
Right.
that's where you have it. People don't realize the long-term effects from it. So,
Until you stop.
yeah. But I always felt like 60 was going to be the age for me. The big,
That you're going to be more alert on things.
thank God I made it.
Isn't that weird? When you hit 60, you're like,
What happened?
it went by fast, didn't it?
Yes, and it's going to go by faster. It goes
you
like that.
because you see other people. I remember back in the time, I remember my friends that were 50s and 60s, and I was like in my 20s and my 30s, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Ah, I'm there.
And still here.
And I'm still here, still saying, still doing my stuff."
I like to respond and say thank you. Um, yeah, and it's really sad because someone like Adam, 51.
He
Damn.
died of cholesterol or something like that.
I don't know what was did they finally come up with the report?
Hi Peyton.
Hi,
Yeah, let me
Peggy.
see.
Hold on, let's find out. I'm gonna go check. Um,
His dad, I think his dad put it on there.
his dad finally put it on.
Yeah, but I don't know who shared it. I read it this morning.
Oh, here we go. 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. He just got the autopsy back.
Okay, let's talk about it. YouTuber Adam the Woo was found dead. We know that. In a Facebook post, January 26th, his father Jim confirmed his death was atherosclerotic and hypertensive cardiovascular, which led to a heart attack in his sleep. Adam, oh man. The short answer, natural causes from health issues that he probably never knew he had. So he died of a heart. We kind of had that feeling it was a heart attack. The
Yeah.
pain of losing Adam, Jim shared how grateful he was to have a son. Now we can all stop guessing. We can be grateful the Lord allowed him to die at home and not a foreign country. That's true because he had just gotten home.
I know.
Grateful he was found by friends and not some nameless stranger. And hypertensive heart disease are closely linked conditions. Plaque buildup, osteosclerosis narrows the arteries, resulting in high blood pressure. Then he must have been on high blood pressure medication, I would think.
Right. Or
He was-
maybe, and if we don't know, but if he wasn't, he should have been. But we don't know. Because
I know somebody I work with. He's like around my age, and he already had a triple bypass. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? At
well, I'm
55,
on high blood pressure.
he had triple bypass at 55. That's crazy.
Things that we eat.
So now this whole thing about Adam is now putting me in a place where I need to think about the stuff I eat.
Well, yeah. And how many places did he go to and ate this and ate that and ate this and ate that and ate this? Eventually, I feel like our bodies can only take so much.
He admitted that he had problems with his weight.
Uh-huh.
He was very open about that. He knew he had weight an issue. So
Yeah.
he was a big guy, which means he had a big heart.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
6 feet 5 inches tall.
He was
Adam
what?
6'5".
That's tall.
So
I would have been like this.
you notice how he was always towering over everybody
Yeah.
in videos. And when he would walk down the parks, you would see how you always saw above people's heads because he was just so tall.
Lisa. It's above everybody.
Big lanky guy when he was young, but then he had health weight problems as he got older, and he was up and down
Yeah.
with his
Didn't
weight.
drink decaf coffee.
Didn't
Coffee.
drink alcohol.
But see, that's what doctors say. You don't have to do this and do that. You eat it's
His
just
arteries must have been clogged, and then he
yeah.
traveled that big long trip, and people said that you get that thrombosis when you're traveling like that if you have a problem with your heart and you have like if you have high cholesterol, it can cause that thrombosis. Weight problems, you mean, oh, now Smokey, stop it.
Do you know today
No,
when
Smokey.
I was to get my mammogram, there was 3 people for bone density test?
Yes.
There was more bone density tests than for the mammograms. I never heard that many people needed that many bone density tests. I've always been the mammogram, bone density.
It's a regular thing now.
Yes. I feel like something's behind me. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
literally fallen down so many times, and I mean, because I'm chunky, I just like bounce right back up. Bing, bing.
One day you're not gonna go boink. You're gonna go boink.
Not even bruising. Not even bruising at their
Oh,
point.
I bruise. I hate it when I'm in the shower. I'm shaving my leg and like, when did I get that bruise? When did I get that bruise?
So Adam passed away of heart attack. Oh man.
Sad, I know.
I know. I still miss him too. I would thought about him a lot today as I was doing my videos.
See, I did too.
And I was really weird because I went online again and I was listening to Katie and Spencer and their tribute to him and what happened. And I like that they're very candid about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
They had a falling out. Okay. And we don't know if Adams had falling outs with other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this was made public by some people who
Mm-hmm.
latched themselves onto the drama in order to get
Mm-hmm.
views. So that's how it all came to pass. Otherwise, it would have just gone quietly in the night,
Yeah.
you know. But no, other people had to open up the big damn mouths, get in the drama that wasn't even there. And Adam was kind enough to put a squash to it because they
Because I
started.
don't think he wanted to be around. I think he had so much in his mind that he's like, I want to have a good life. I'm happy what I'm doing. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun. It's sad.
Yes.
It is really sad.
And now
You
there's a
know.
lot of creators who are probably in that position where like, who am I now without?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who am I now without him? Have to come to grips with, creating your content on your own without that
Yeah.
anchor.
It's true. Really true.
He was so generous and kind
And
and
spread the love. He
in a
spread
good
lots of
way,
love. He
in a
did.
very good way.
He knew how hard it is to be successful. So he was trying to spread it out there and spread it out there.
He wanted to help a lot of people.
Yeah.
But then there are some people out there who take advantage. They can't help it. That's just their nature.
Well, you've been watching him for a long time. So you know a lot of people who he was with. So you know all about it. Like a soap opera.
100%. Not that I know.
No, but
sure.
from watching on the screen, you're like, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yes.
You
I
know,
think we know what we're talking about.
Wasn't he just
Then all of a sudden you
yeah, it's like,
and
wait
then,
a minute here. Wasn't such and such there?
and then you just came out of the blue.
Yeah. You said
And,
what?
and then
You
you put
gotta
up
watch
your
you
video
got
and
the,
you have like 20,000 subscribers.
yeah, it's you gotta watch what you say. Because it's like, wait a minute, I know I just watched a video.
All of a sudden, and then you go say or tell everybody that Adam told you need to start your own channel. And then you say that on every single video. And then everybody says, gee, I thought that you were somebody else special to Adam.
Lisa's like,
Oh. Huh? What?
it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
It's amazing how that happens, right? But no, and then you go and you just talk shit about everybody.
It's like, how do we got into that one?
Like, you talk shit about people to get them out of your way because they're in the way.
You're not in the group. No, just
I'm
joking.
not talking about Adam. I'm not talking about Adam. Mary Choo
Oh,
here.
the group thing. When did I got out of the group? When was I pulled out?
Yeah, exactly. You're in the group. All of a sudden, wait a minute. How did
What
I
did I
get
do?
out of the group?
That's why
Well,
I like
and
watching these movies. You watch these movies,
Adam,
you're not in the group.
and then
Why?
one of them,
When
yeah,
did I get thrown out?
and then one of them I know is and said who apparently got kicked out of the group, and one of them was like, "Yeah, I texted on Adam the other day." It's like you guys are still communicating. So that's what they're doing. Are they talking to their friends? But the whole internet strife is that they're no
Big
longer
thing.
friends. But they were. They're like, hey, he just texted me a funny picture or whatever. It's like,
Or you see the
oh,
thumbnail.
those people. So that's why, damn, stupid.
Oh, hi, Marishu. Welcome. Well, there's a couple of people I haven't seen for a while.
But yeah, I miss Adam a lot.
The dogs. The dogs.
Well, Mary Chu's been working hard over at TikTok, but now that they've sold a big portion of that to the U.S. or the U.S. market, kind of took over. That's going into a whole other direction.
You were telling me that.
Look,
okay.
I've experienced slow growth on TikTok now since that situation happened last year.
I do. Okay, so I go on TikTok and I just do like a couple of photos and stuff. But I do more on YouTube because that's like a whole other thing I gotta. It's like I can't learn anymore.
It's a lot of work and I have zero growth. Okay, here's the thing. I post on TikTok on a regular basis like I always have over all the years. No change, same damn stories, same mode, whole thing. And my literally, when I first started on TikTok, I had steady growth. Steady growth, not a problem. I did the trends, I did all the stuff, and everybody.
I'll be right back. Someone's at the door. Someone's at the door.
That's fine. I haven't broken 18,770 subscribers in over a year. Over a year. How does that happen? How do you not break one? Literally, I get up in the morning, it's like 18,766. Then I get up the next morning, 18,765. And then I get up the next morning, 18,767. And it's been like that. Thank you, Peyton. It's been like that for the whole year. And I used to have like 1.2 million views, 500,000 views, 300,000 views. And it just went right down and it's never, ever, 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 ever recovered. It never moved a tick. There were days when I even went down to 18,600 and I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing. I mean, what's the point of me showing up? What's the point? And all I do now, and this is odd, I'm going to share this with you. It all happened when I went over to YouTube and started spending more and more of my time on YouTube. And the way it used to be was I would post all my content first on TikTok and then repurpose all my content over to other platforms. But I made a decision back in the day in 2024
thank you, Peyton,
that I was going to focus my attention first, next on YouTube, and then repurpose over to TikTok. And what happened is that that's when everything changed. The whole caboodie. So there you have it. Growth on YouTube is slower, a lot slower than on TikTok. But come on, I've been straddling that. Are you telling me that I haven't gained not one subscriber? Man. Hopefully, with the new change, something will happen. But and then I did the whole. I do the TikTok shop thing. But in order to make money on TikTok shop, you got to post multiple times a day, several times a day, all kinds of stuff. You got to post everything.
Well, Marishu says we don't have net here, but our neighbors have 20 pesos equals 24 hours Wi-Fi machine. I don't know what you were saying. And then she says, wow, amazing, ma'am, Lisa.
Well, I was telling them how I've been straddling 18,700 subscribers. I've been like for over a year, zero growth. And now everybody's complaining because ever since it got sold, like the sale was made final 3 or 4 days ago, and people are like, I'm not getting any views. It's like, well, now you know. Now you know what I'm going through. Never ever recovered. And my stories haven't changed. Nothing's really changed. But you know what? We talked about that earlier today, you and I. It's all effing politics now. Everything is
TikTok. Yeah, everything is on that. Yeah.
Everything. I mean, if you mention a controversial word, it's going to go like crazy. You're going to have all kinds. But that's not sustainable. Yeah, you're going to get traction today, but it's not going to be the same 3 years from now.
Right.
It's not the same thing. It's all about.
Well, okay. And I hate to say this, but how many people had Charlie Kirk's information? Everybody's talking about Charlie Kirk now.
And the sad truth is like me, when I found out he had passed, someone goes, did you know, like the day it happened? I was like, yeah, I heard something. I go, but I don't really know who he is. Honestly, I didn't know who he was. I mean, I knew
who he was,
into it.
But I just felt like it's not my place to, you know what I'm saying? I respect him. I respected that whole situation.
Okay, Peyton, I'm glad you say that. YouTube shorts are like TikTok. I post the damn same YouTube shorts on YouTube. I post the same thing over on TikTok.
Okay, hold on. So Marichu says my Facebook, my partner fixed it. That's why every day I upload, I monetize already. Was it on TikTok? Marichu,
no, monetized on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook. Okay. That's hard to do. So congratulations. That's definitely
pro mode probably on too. I have pro mode on Facebook, but I don't go into Facebook that
Yeah, you were saying that.
But I get more traction on YouTube shorts now than I do over on the other place. And I used to, it's driving me nuts.
So TikTok shorts is no more than what, 10 minutes?
Oh no, TikTok shorts you can go as TikTok. All TikTok is all about, the longest video you can put up is 10 minutes. Yeah.
Right. And then also YouTube is 10 minutes.
No, YouTube's 3 minutes, I think, isn't it?
It is? I thought they changed it.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Maybe let us know. Now, number 2. On YouTube shorts, you have to get a lot of views, right? To get monetized, right? Like a ton.
Yeah, but I don't really focus on that. Like,
I'm just saying if somebody doing shorts, I'm not talking about us. I'm saying if somebody, that's what they want to do, shorts, they got to do it. You got to get something that goes.
If you're just doing shorts and not doing any long form content, you got to get like 3 million views. Correct me if I'm wrong, Peyton, in like a year or like, I don't know, some like insane amount. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. A lot of people, the strategy is, and Peyton would know, and also, who would also know is Tommy. The strategy is to put shorts up to draw eyes to your long form content. That's
Okay.
real. If you're a long form content creator, the strategy on YouTube, for a lot of people do, is they put the shorts up as a teaser to drive people to go and watch your long form.
A
And some
lot of people are talking about long form right now.
yeah, whether it be through the live streams or whether it be through long form, stuff like that. I'm listening, Cynthia. What are you doing?
I saw something popped up, so I just said to
Oh,
Mary Shu, I said,
he
yeah.
says, Peyton says if you don't reach 3K in the 12-month period, it resets to 0. That's for, I think that's for shorts. So if you don't reach in 12 months, it resets to 0.
What?
That's what Peyton's saying. But don't worry about that. You're monetized.
No. I was just saying that, but that I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I don't know it either. But I'm monetized over on TikTok, and
Because you also have to get a lot there too, right?
you have to get, okay, if you're monetized, you qualify, you're monetized. But what I'm trying to say is that he says, if that's true, he says it's his bad. So if you don't, okay, no worries, Peyton. It's all good. Don't worry. The problem is that I can't even get out of 200 view TikTok jail. Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. Unless I'm doing TikTok shop. Because I want to know, how is it possible that I put up a video back to back, my regular, ordinary, old school videos, but all of a sudden I do a TikTok shop video and I get 13,000 views.
So it doesn't make sense, right?
Rub it. I put it on my face, and isn't it great? I get like 13,000 views. And then you put on your next regular video, like always as It's Lisa Wright, and it's like 200 views.
Well, I don't get too. Okay, now I have another thing I want to talk about. So talk about TikTok. I've seen people with one photo, no videos, no new photos. I mean, one photo, one video, either
That's
one.
like, how old is it? It's probably like 3 years old.
And they got like 5,000 people. You know, like I call them subscribers, but followers. How can you have 5,000 followers when you
just a photo?
A photo. A photo. How did you have 5? I was like, 5? I can't understand that. I'm like, okay.
And they qualify for like TikTok shop and all
everything. And they're not even using it. They're not even doing any of it. They're not.
They can go live. They qualify for TikTok shop.
Yep.
And yeah, and then you have to apply, but you're
right. But there's a little corner here with
all the parameters to apply. You have one photo. I mean, look at my TikTok. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, every day. Look at all this stuff. What, since 2022? January 2022. January 2022. Gen X. Okay, this was like 279,000 views. Let's look and see when this was. Wow.
Payne says they probably bought them followers, well, you know, TikTok has these little things saying, if you pay $10 or $15,
I want to talk about that.
Okay.
I want to talk about that because it never used to be like that. And then at 2025, in
I'm not very.
2025, all that stuff. So go ahead, talk about it.
So I was looking in my I was looking in my TikTok, and it came up on the bottom on the left that if you pay, you can get. I'm like, that's not right. No, I'm not. I'm not going there. I'm not doing that.
They want you to boost it.
Yes, that's what it's called, boosted.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, that's buying.
Look at right here. Grow your audience faster. Redeem the coupon now.
Yes, that's another one.
They want me to spend money on the platform to boost and promote the video so that, I give you a little bit, you give me a little bit, but you're not giving me anything.
It's a business.
Every other video that comes up, grow your audience faster, redeem that coupon. Let me go ahead and click it. Let's click it. I just clicked it. 20% off now, save $20, expires on the 29th. They want me to pay 60. Okay, let's go into it. Hang on.
$60.
Look, it says total is $60. Choose a promotion pack right here. So if I choose a promotion, the one they recommend is video views in one day will be 17 to 82,000 video views.
That you're promised.
Yeah. And it's going to cost me $76 for that one video. Okay. The most popular one is 31,000 to 144,000 views, the most popular promo pack. And it's going to cost me $134. They're giving me, right now, they're saying, oh, this is the best part. This is what I've earned. $60.80 so far. So they want me to take all that money and use it to do all these video views to promote.
And then you're going to get another one if you did that. And you're going to get another one.
Yeah. And they tell me which one. Creatives, it's like select creative, select what video you want to promote. You want to promote the video that's only 167 views, 110 views. Oh, so you're saying that video right now, as it stands all by itself,
right,
is getting 167 views. But if I promote it, that video is good enough to get 82 to get 144,000 views, but I have to ching it over.
Right. And then I got one time on TikTok, I wasn't even home. I was at work, that I was able to go on live, but I had to pay a certain amount of money that I was able to go on live. And I'm like, I can go on live on YouTube. 50 subscribers.
So they did say you were eligible to go live, but you had to pay a certain amount of money.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. I know. I remember there was something on there. Yeah. I don't.
At that one time only, probably.
I guess I didn't even look it up, but no, I had a couple. Well, no, I never done it one, but I've never paid for anything. But I've gotten a couple times. You can do on live right now. Peyton says you have to pay to go on live on TikTok.
Well, Cindy's telling her testimony that she was told that you can go live.
Yeah,
you have to pay. Because I can go live on TikTok whenever I want.
Right.
And I don't have to pay. Like I go live. I was going live every Monday. I didn't go live yesterday because I was sick. But, or the other day. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I go there. I put some things on there, but and I've got some followers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when I see one video, one photo, two photos, and we're talking about they haven't put a photo for 3 years. How can you have 5,000 people? You know what I mean? It's like, I think Megan's got one video and she's where I'm at. So
I think Megan, when Megan said that they emailed her too, or they
Yeah,
sent her,
that she can do a live. And she did do a live.
she had like just a couple hundred followers or something. And I
Yeah.
was like, I worked my ass off all those years
Exactly.
to go have, because at the time you had to have 1,000 followers.
And you worked your butt off for
I
that.
worked my ass off to get to that point where I had 1,000. By the end of the year, I had 10,000. But what I'm trying to say is, what was the point?
The unfairness that.
And the thing is, Cynthia, YouTube doesn't do that.
Mhm.
And YouTube doesn't tell you to promote the video. Like, it doesn't
Right.
suppress it. So and say, well, you need to promote this video. That's not like that.
Right.
And it's happened. All of this happened in this whole year. Because I had that big.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. So that's why those things. But then you also said they've also sold it, right?
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It was just a few days ago. So they had their new terms of service, all kinds of stuff. I'm just saying that I've been a little disappointed, and I worked really hard to get
I know you did.
where I was.
Yeah.
And nothing's really changed except for the algorithm and all that thing. I think for Twitch, they have a storage limit for your lives. Yeah, I've never been to Twitch, Peyton. So I don't want
to. What's Twitch? That's on TikTok too?
No, Twitch.
Oh, that's a whole other one.
Just random one. So yeah, potheads, no, but we are talking about life, and we're talking about my experience on TikTok. And then 1712 says might be time to call it quits. You're talking about on TikTok, you're talking about for tonight. Because Cindy and I were going to go for about an hour. We've been here about an hour and a half. So, okay.
You're the one that said.
Just saying. So, yeah, I mean, but I'm glad that you talked about that promo thing. And
yeah,
I show it.
I just thought like it was odd, I was just like, I want to earn things. I want to, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm good with it. I'm just not going to do that.
Hard
because do you know how much this cost? Things that I have to use for my beauty channel. Do you know how much this cost? I mean, it's like, no, I'm already putting out money as it is.
Yeah, I'm just going in right now once again to just look and see about all this. Save up to $20. They gave me $20 off, but to promote the video, and they want $134 to get 100.
That's a lot of money.
144,000.
That's a lot of money
on a video.
That's a lot.
So, I mean, are you saying then that video is only good enough to promote and put on people's For You page if I pay $134?
So if you pay that, they push it out there?
Yes. And they say that if I pay the $134, I will get on that one video anywhere from 31,000 to 144,000 in one day. And the promo goes for a few days.
Wow. But that's only a few days. Now you got to do it again. I mean, it's a long stretch.
Oh, Peyton wants to know if I still have the orange lava lamp. I do not.
What happened?
Might be time to call it. It just never recovered. So I decided that's kind of time.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is where we are on if I need to pay. I know it's mirrored, but you can't see it.
That's okay. I can probably see it when it comes on here.
I'm going to click on it. Let's review. So because they gave me $20 off, it's $114.
Mm-hmm.
Let's review. I can pay with TikTok account or the in-app purchase fees, or I can pay with my Apple.
Your iTunes.
Wow. And I mean, if I pay right now, boom, it'll start sending it out. And then I'll
When
wake up
it
the
could,
next morning and I'll have a viral video. And imagine how many people right now are doing that? 100 millions of people. Millions of people willing to pay to push their video out. And a lot of people on TikTok shop do that. The rule is if you have a video that is 2,000 views, you need to pay to promote that video.
wow.
So, anyhow,
I'll stay where I'm at. I just do my couple of videos, put them out there, say hello to everybody, and that's it. I mean, I'm okay with it because you know I'm honest.
I'm just a little disappointed. That's all.
Well, because you worked your butt off.
But now
You
I'm
know.
working my butt off for YouTube.
Yeah.
And I like it because YouTube helps you. Like I go into YouTube ideas, inspiration, and they give you ideas based on your channel. They'll tell you, hey, why
Mm-hmm.
don't you do a video about this? Why don't you do a video about that? And they'll give you an outline to work on and they help you.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very, very professional. It's very well done. And they
Well, you're
want,
happy.
yeah, I'm really am like tapping into everything. They have the community posts.
Yes.
I put up one. I'm going to post a community post twice a week. I have them all
Okay.
done.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. I like my live streams. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow. And I like my regular videos and I like doing my shorts.
So you're keeping yourself busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know when you got to keep it like a business. You know, like you get up and go to work. If you want, I remember it was probably Adam who said that. But have fun doing it. But that was what he said. Get up, go to work, but in a different way. It's a fun way.
Yeah. But he did it. He said that he was on YouTube before YouTube paid anybody.
I know.
He said he did it for like 5 years. He didn't get paid.
Because it was just starting out. Nobody knew what they were doing.
And you have to enjoy it. And that's the other thing. I know people who go all out. It's like you haven't made a video yet. No, I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber, but you haven't made a video yet. How are you going to know you even like it? Right?
Right.
Because you got to edit your stuff. I know people who think that if I'm just going to pay someone to do it. It's like, why are you spending money
Right.
to do something that you haven't even done yet?
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Why don't you learn it, enjoy it, have fun, and see how it is to get the passion for it, the passion to do
Yeah.
it.
And see who
Yeah.
inspires you. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, Lance bought me the DJI Pocket.
I know. I have one.
I used it today. I've been using it.
I know. I need to do it too.
It's great.
Shame, shame, shame on me. I was watching Gomer Pyle, and he's in the Marines in the movie, and Gomer Pyle is like, the real like Edith, all of the family, just a nice, genuine person. And he loved everything. And this whole story about him, he loved cooking. He loved cleaning the pots and pans. He loved cleaning up. He's out there raking. And it's like in the show, he made every day the best out of it.
Yes.
When everyone else, I gotta get up at 6 in the morning. I gotta, and he's just ready to go, buffing up his shoes. It was just but it's what you make out of life. If you think about it. Everybody else acted like they were miserable. He was happy, and he didn't drink in the film. He drank Coke, or everybody else had a beer in the movie, in the TV show. He didn't. He didn't smoke, he didn't drink. He can go to a bar, he can go watch dancing, and he just had his Coke in his hand, had fun, very, very, very genuine,
The
very.
Adam the Woo, just like Adam.
Yeah, it was just, and I was watching that, and I get inspired. I don't know why, but I get inspired because you know what? It's true facts. It's true.
I see that. I used to go to the coaching call. I stopped going to the coaching call. I used to go to a coaching call every Tuesday. And the people in the coaching call, it was for the make money online niche. And I would go to the coaching call because I wanted to support the group. And everybody there was, you don't understand. I need to make money now. I have to make money now. And I used to be like, the truth of this is that you really don't see traction until like 4 years in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, how can you say something like that? That's ridiculous. I don't have time to wait. I have to make money now.
Okay.
And I mean, I was silenced quite often for saying things like that because that's not true. It's not true. You don't understand. That's not true. Okay.
Lisa. How much money do you make, Lisa? That's probably the other question.
So, okay. It depends on, and I just wasn't into, eventually I got to the point that I just couldn't do it anymore because it was like, I'm ridiculous. And I saw so many people come and go. They used to say that. You have no idea how many people I've seen come in this group, come out of the group, come in, come out, try different things, do this, do that,
And still haven't done anything. And it's true, Peyton. Why do you have to pay to go live on TikTok? Yes. It's like, why? If I'm able to go live, then just put me live. You know what I mean? Just without doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. That's what kind of changed me.
And the thing is, Peyton, regarding the lava lamp and the live, I like to show up live, like me, talking, doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not satisfied showing up. It's not my thing. Peyton likes doing it that way. That's his style.
Mm-hmm.
That's his niche. But I'm not going to copy Peyton's niche because it's disingenuous to me.
Okay, I understand what you're
You know
saying.
what I mean?
Yes.
And the algorithms are going to go, that's not what she's normally doing. Her rhythm is you do a live on Wednesday, you do a live on Thursday, you have this cadence going. And all of a sudden, I show up and I do a long form piece live, very similar to like what Peyton's doing, and it's going to get confused. So that type of thing.
Lisa.
I don't want to get messed up. So, important.
I like right now. Well, I like looking at my analytics because it tells you, like, I was looking at my analytics and it said that women between 50 and 60 were looking at my channel. Then it went to 60 and 64. Now I'm down to 40. So now I got the 40, the 50, the 60. And I'm learning it because it tells you, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of neat that I'm getting out there. It's being shared.
It'll tell you also, well, yeah, you can see it. It'll tell you if it's what everybody's watching. I get most of my subscribers from live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I get most of my views, believe it or not, from discovery. People discover.
Discover, yeah. I get mine from Neox. But when I worked at when I go to work at Macy's, a lot of times girls come in that are in their 20s. They still buy from me. When I give them suggestions, they still get it. It's not like, oh, you're not 20 years old, I'm not going to get from you. You know what I mean? Because now a lot of girls come in, they want to know what they're buying.
Yeah.
They want to know what works.
If they also want to know if it has animal testing.
They want to know all that.
Made
and
out.
You know what's amazing? What they're asking? I want to look like, not that I'm just saying, but they're going, I want to have your skin when I'm hitting your age.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cute. It's like, oh, I mean, they're like 65. They're saying they want to be like that when they turn 65. You know what I mean? It's kind of cute. It's like, Right. You know, I mean, because I'll be honest with you, when I was 65, no, when I was 65, I am 65. When I was in my 20s, women were different in those days. Peyton's saying, I hate when things be too good to be true. There are these online images to a video AI generator saying they're free. Then when I click on the generate button, it tells me to upgrade, like if blah, his little word. Ain't free, just say it ain't free. Quit luring people into their lies or into lies.
I was watching a video today on YouTube. A guy was talking about a challenge, and I love doing the challenges. And I'm used to paying, if it's a challenge, you're going to like, it's a challenge. If it's a 14-day, right? So they're going to tell you to come on in and give you a freebie, or they're going to give you like the pre challenge. No, man, they went straight in. It's $297. I was like, I'm not paying that.
Well, what about when they say it's free? Just pay the shipping, and then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, there's a bill.
Horrible. So I was
It's not
upset. I'm
free
like,
anymore.
actually, let me check and see if I even ever got any of the freebies. Let me look. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Asha's drinking aguas.
No. See? At least give me a lead magnet.
Oh,
Something.
yes. You sent me a message about something, and I didn't understand what it was about. And I was like, what's free?
No, that guy didn't send me nothing. I mean, at least give me a free lead magnet. At least give me something free that that's not going to cost me anything. And he didn't even do that. So nothing.
Got nothing.
I got zero, 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 zero.
You know what Greg used to tell me? Did you read the fine print? Like this print you can barely read.
So yeah, I was like, okay, that was not worth it. And then to have me pay $300 for a 30-day challenge that
Ugh.
hasn't even proven itself to me yet. And you think that you show me one video that I'm going to go in and people go in and buy. That's the thing, that people will go in and buy. And maybe it's fine. You can make your money that way. That's fine. You know.
I'm going to give you all this.
So I was a little disappointed.
So Lisa's still waiting.
I'm still waiting for the freebie.
Waiting for the FedEx.
I'm waiting at least for a piece of paper. Send me a PDF or something.
Waiting for that FedEx truck.
I mean, you know, if I give you my email address, I would like to be able to at least get a freebie from you, like a PDF. You know, I'm going to give you a spreadsheet. You didn't give me anything.
Lisa's waiting for the FedEx truck to come up.
You know, so I can print at least like.
Remember the Published Clearinghouse? That people would get all these letters.
Never. I don't believe Publishers Clearinghouse showed up to anybody's house. And then they would, like, after the Super Bowl, they would say, oh yeah, after the Super Bowl, we're going to show that we're going to go over to somebody's house. That never came out. That after the Super Bowl, and that never happened. That never happened.
We're going to go knock
after the Super Bowl. Like, when is Publishers Clearinghouse going to go and visit this person?
Knocking on the door. Everyone's waiting.
Live. After the Super Bowl, we're going to go live, and we're going to show up to somebody's house and give them their prize, the sweepstakes. It never happened. I'm sitting there watching the Super Bowl, waiting for that end. When are they going to go to that person's house? When they get a cut to the
Big
Publix
check.
window with the big check and everything from somebody's house, it never happened.
Do they still have the I just
They'd give away.
we're talking about that. That just came in my mind.
That guy would have the big key to the house. We got a house, and the lady, where did
Big
this happen?
key.
Where did this happen? We went to the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, this is what happened. And it was like, you see this thing down the line, you're like, no, it didn't.
And if they did, it's the same house on every single one.
A picture of the same house.
The White House with flowers.
The White House. And it was like,
Picket the white door.
it was always the White House. And this
All clean windows.
made up neighborhood.
Nice concrete.
Everything. It was like beautiful line street. Is how you went house. Never saw it.
You didn't drive up to the driveway with a big oil.
Never saw it. Never interview these people, what happened afterward and how, and you have to pay the taxes on that house and everything. That just never happened. Anyway, all right. So we're going to go ahead and end this live. Thanks very much for being here, Peyton. I appreciate your input. And we will see you again next week. What happens when you make a bean and onion casserole? Okay, whatever, dude. Lucy Purr. All right. You're so funny. Okay. Have a good one.
Everybody have a great night. Thank you for all being here. Bye. Lisa's still waiting for the FedEx truck.
Yeah. I'm going to do an outro. Bye.
Okay.
Good night, Peyton. Love you. Take care.
Love you, Peyton. Love everyone. All right.